Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the fancy language of corporate filings to find the juicy business secrets. Today we're diving into some news from American Outdoor Brands Incorporated, and it looks like they've had their big annual meeting. So, on the 27th of October 2025, American Outdoor Brands Incorporated held its annual meeting for its shareholders. Think of this as the company's yearly check, in with the people who own a piece of it. They talked about important stuff and asked everyone to vote on a few key things. Don't forget, if you like getting these kinds of insights into what companies are really up to, make sure you are subscribed and definitely check out our Discord community, link down in the description. First up, they needed to elect some people to the company's board of directors. These are the folks who make the big decisions for the company. They nominated 6 individuals, and the shareholders got to vote on whether to keep them on or choose someone else. The plan was for these directors to serve until the next shareholder meeting, as long as they didn't, die, resign, or get fired before then. It is pretty standard stuff, but important because these are the people guiding the company's direction. Let's look at how these elections actually went down. This table shows us the vote counts for each director. For Barry M. Monheit, there were 8287864 votes in favour, and 1,229,303 votes against. That is quite a few against, but still a strong showing for him. Bradley T. Favreau got 7951286 votes for and 1522885 against. Mary E. Gallagher, on the other hand, had a landslide. She received a massive 9415616 votes in favour with only 98,240 against. That is pretty impressive confidence from the shareholders. Gregory J. Gluchowski Jr. also had strong support with 9392278 votes for and only 51,776 against. Luis G. Marconi saw 9,137,906 votes for him and 379,212 against. Finally, Brian D. Murphy had a very strong outcome with 9476042 votes for and a mere 48,836 against. So overall, it seems the shareholders were pretty happy with the proposed directors, with most of them receiving very high approval ratings. The broker non-votes, which are shares held by a broker that didn't receive voting instructions from the beneficial owner, were quite a significant number across the board, a consistent 1758979 for each of the directors. This is something to keep an eye on, as it represents a portion of ownership that wasn't directly polled for their opinion. The second big item on the agenda was to ratify the appointment of Grant Thornton LLP as the company's independent registered public accounting firm. Basically, this is the group of accountants who audit the company's financial statements to make sure everything is on the up and up. This is a really crucial step to ensure transparency and trust, and it looks like shareholders overwhelmingly approved this. The results show 11,213,501 votes for ratifying Grant Thornton, with only 62,103 votes against. Abstentions were low at 14,046, and there were no broken votes listed for this particular item, which suggests that most shareholders either voted for or against, with very few simply not indicating a preference or leaving it to their broker. This strong endorsement shows shareholders are comfortable with the current auditors keeping an eye on the company's books for the fiscal year ending the 30th of April, 2026. And wrapping things up, we see the official sign-off from the company. H. Andrew Fulmer, who holds the important titles of Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, and Treasurer, signed off on the 28th of October, 2025. This confirms that the company has officially reported these meeting results. So, what is the big picture here? American Outdoor Brands Incorporated seems to have had a successful annual meeting. The shareholders overwhelmingly supported the proposed directors, which suggests confidence in the current leadership. The ratification of their auditors also indicates a general satisfaction with the company's financial oversight. The voting results for the directors, while strong for most, do show a segment of opposition for some, particularly Barry M. Monheit and Bradley T. Favreau, with over 1 million votes against them, while not enough to lose their positions. This can sometimes signal underlying concerns among a portion of the shareholder base that leadership might want to investigate further. The consistent and high number of broken non-votes also highlights a large segment of ownership that isn't actively participating in these votes, which could be an opportunity for the company to engage more effectively with these shareholders in the future. Overall, the company started a new fiscal year on a positive note, with its governance structure seemingly solidified and its financial watchdog approved. It will be interesting to see if the stability translates into strong performance in the coming months. Alright, that is our breakdown of American Outdoor Brands Incorporated's latest filing update. What is your take on these voting results and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable to you, hitting that like button really helps us out, and make sure you subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our growing community on Discord. Linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.